The University Art Gallery puts on an exhibition every semester for Bachelor of Fine Arts students as part of their capstone class. Werk is an exhibition displaying pieces from 4 students who were ready in their program and inspired enough to have their work displayed.
I am Tish Mikhail Lewis, a BFA major with a concentration in painting. A lot of my work is, or at least now, is tied into movability, and because I moved a lot and I'm still moving, and I like making these small things because they become more precious, not only to me, but to other people. For me, my art is working through grief and also making friends. I guess with the 3 on the wall, which is a drawing, the small prints, and the large paintings, that they were dealing more with body image and the idea that in our society, fat is seen as negative. In turn, everything in the room actually do become a self-portrait, and kind of dealing with this idea of image and how people perceive them. And the quilt paintings are a little bit more abstract, whereas the other 3 works are very much more direct and directly point to me, whereas like the quilt paintings, kind of the beauty with them is as I'm making these different ones, they remind me of different people. Well, Jessie's is a reaction to her mom. Her mom was alcoholic, and just like living with her family, and then it wasn't just like her family, but it became an extended family, because she did have a stepmom, and her stepmom was abusive and things like that, and it became like these small little instances that build up over time. Like there's a sound element in there, but it's kind of like she wished she could hide under her bed, so she made it so she could hide under her bed. There's like situations where it's like her stepmom would make her pay for certain things. Like if they didn't do their chores correctly, they had to like pay for whatever they left behind, and it's just become an environment that's supposed to emulate a child's room. And also like it's her way of talking through these very, very heavy topics and being able to let it go.
I'm Eric Thornton, senior, BFA with an emphasis in ceramics. Before I started, I was looking at contemporary architecture and fashion, and from there I kind of applied those same concepts to utilitarian things, plates, bowls, cups, and whatnot. That influenced it more in terms of like the formal aspects of it, the way that things are stacking or shaped, or how they're layered on top of each other, how when you look through them you almost see a reference to either a standing sculpture or a building. There's a common theme of understanding the general populace understanding of art and craft and what it means to be whether an art object or like a craft or functional object. And then there's just like the form that stretches through all of them is the 2 unifying things that I see.
I am Crystal Hartman. I am about to graduate in May with my Bachelor's of Fine Arts degree, 3D concentration. I'm a sculptor. I play with the idea of attraction and repulsion. I like playing with the push and pull. So I like creating beautiful things. That's always my goal, is to create something that's beautiful. But I like to make these weird, grotesque things with my ceramics. And I arrange them in a way that's got visual elements that really like grab your attention, and you get close to it and intimate with it. The push and pull from the molds come from the material, which is metal. It's hard, it's stubborn, it's hard to work with, it's difficult, it's a very industrious kind of masculine type of material. So I like to use it in a way that's visually opposite. I like to make it look light and airy and delicate. And I chose the moth because I feel like it is the opposite of the butterfly. They have very different connotations. The butterfly is positive, it's like cliche, hope, happiness, joy. Like everybody loves a butterfly, but not many people really like moths. They're kind of like the night to the butterfly's day, the negative to the butterfly's positive. So I like using that subject matter to create something that's visually beautiful and compelling. The one in the front, I call them spores. They're based off of a fungus I found. It's a type of basket fungus. It's just thought, this is so beautiful. I've never seen it before. I want to create these things.
Art is everywhere, whether we know it or not.